Welcome everyone to the brickitect studio. Hope you're having a glorious day today. This video comes to you in 3 parts. It's going to be a review, a haul, and a backlog update, but this is specifically for the Harry Potter detectors out there and anyone else that wants to tag along. We'll kick this off with my weakest talent, and that is reviews. And the set that I have here is Lego Harry Potter set 76383, Hogwarts Moment Potions class. And if you guys remember back to some previous hauls, actually I have all 4 of these books. I thought they were really fun and interesting. And the reason that I actually pulled this one out of the backlog and saved it from doom was because each month we do a Patreon group build. And this month we voted to build a Harry Potter book. And you could choose any one that you want. I chose this one because it's my favorite. I actually really love Snape. He's one of my favorite characters. I know he's the bad guy, but we all have a little bit of a villain in us, I think. But this is what the book looks like, and the first thing you're probably noticing is that it's pretty small. This is the size of the box, and put my hand there for scale. All YouTubers are like, I have giant hands. At least when I watch phone reviews and stuff, they're like getting the Max phone. They're like, oh, my hands are huge. I don't know. You can see how big it is, but it is actually, if you ever go to the store and you look at this in the store to see how big it is, it matches what's on the box, so you can get an idea of the size of it, but it's a little bit smaller than I anticipated. We'll look at that here in a moment, but I'll show you the minifigs for all the minifig lovers out there, which I think is all of us. You got a couple characters here. We got Snape, we got Malfoy, and please hold, Seamus Finnegan. God, I watched the Harry Potter movies last summer. I think I might need to rewatch them, but you get 3 minifigs with this, with Snape being the highlight, in my personal opinion. This little kid, I can't stand him. He's a little rip. But here is the book, and this is really fun. Best thing about this book is that it has a printed piece on the front. This whole thing could have been a sticker, and I would have probably cried a little bit had that been the case, but luckily, that is a printed piece. But inside here, that's the last of prints you'll find, because as we open this up, you'll see there are a lot of stickers here and here. And you're probably wondering, like, Greg, what the heck is going on with this thing? It looks pretty cluttered. Well, just hold tight here. I'll show you what's going on here. There's more stickers throughout here, and they all went on pretty well. There's a lot of charm to this, dare I say. Wrong book? Okay, I'm sorry. We'll take these things out of here. I forget what all comes out. I built this like last weekend, so we're kind of learning as we go here together. But this is the first thing that pops out of there. And as you'll see, it's like a whole playset inside here. Take this off. This is like a little table that's in there. And then we take this off, and that goes like this. So you got that, and probably would help if I brought you guys down a little bit so you could see all this. There's also a chair up here as well. So you can have all these things inside this book, and then this actually opens up as well. So this whole thing like really expands out into something. And I think I may have mentioned this before. The reason I love these books is because it reminds me of a toy that I had as a kid called Mighty Max, which if you were a girl, or maybe a boy, I'm not going to judge anyone, you might remember Polly Pocket. And it was this little compact thing that would open up, and there would be a play set, usually on the bottom and back. So it would open up like this. This is kind of similar. And what I like about this is that you could take this maybe on a car ride with you, say you're a kid or an adult. I'm not judging again. You can be whoever you want and love Lego. That's the beauty of it. Look at me, for example. This is fun because you could go on a car ride, have it all folded up like it was when I showed it to you, but then you can pop it all out, and you got a whole playset inside here with all of this lovely stuff that gives it all kinds of character. Again, those are all stickers, so if that triggers you, I get it. I've been there. That's my life too. This side's, not so much over here. It's kind of like the back side, but I love this up here too. Check out those snakes. Like Snape, only snakes. I think I'm just going to quit now, guys. It's just so cute. I don't think I could say love too many times in this video. Is that possible? You can leave those things out if you want to, but if you close this up without them in there, it looks a little weird. It looks kind of unfinished. So you kind of have to put those all back in there to make it look complete. But I'm not going to take your time doing that because I promised you guys something else in this video, and maybe something I'm a little better at, and that is opening cardboard boxes with Lego sets inside. Coincidentally, this happens to also be your favorite thing on this channel, which, as I said earlier, I'm not judging, but I am going to judge the shot because we've got to get you guys leveled out. It's my OCD's kicking in with that. But we got a box here, and as you can expect, because of everything that I've said thus far, you can probably imagine what's inside of it, at least hopefully, because I've got a couple boxes here that I need to share with you guys. I'm hoping this is the one that I meant to pick, and it is, and it's a big set, boys. As we attempt to show it to you, it's this one right here. This is 75969 Hogwarts Astronomy Tower, 971 pieces, and I'm very sad to report to you that I paid full price for this. I know I tell you guys not to do that like ever, but in this case they were giving away, this has been on back order for a little while, so I recently got this. they were giving away a Monster Book of Monsters, and I believe there was one other promo as well that went along with it. So in my mind, I was like, okay, am I going to find this for 20% off at best case scenario? Possibly, but maybe not. Why don't I take the Monster Book of Monsters, which I'm planning to either, well, I have a couple of them now. I was going to build one, give one away, and then keep one in storage for all eternity until I sell it and become a millionaire. But I thought it'd be a great opportunity to pick this setup, which I actually really like. Instead of me just yammering on here, I could show you the back of it so you can make a judgment for yourself. I don't know if you guys know this, but I have a son who really appreciates towers. And with this being a tower itself, I think he's going to enjoy this greatly. There's a lot of fun little elements in this. I love the attention to detail in these Harry Potter sets. Even though I'm a Harry Potter noob for the most part, only watched the movies once, never read the books. I know you guys are cringing. I think there's a lot of great stuff in the world of Lego with this. And that's been my stance on Harry Potter ever since this new, I don't want to call it wave, this new series came out in, I think, 2018. My thoughts on it are that you don't need to know the source material for a Lego set to appreciate the beauty of a Lego set. You could have never seen Harry Potter, but look at this and be like, oh, that's fantastic. But if you see the thing, what it should do is add another element to this, or like another level of appreciation where you're like, oh, I remember that from the movie. That's where he did that thing with the stuff and it was incredible. I would spoil it for you, but I honestly can't remember too many spoilers with the Astronomy Tower. But I like it. I like the minifigs. I think it's going to be great. This is going in the backlog, of course, at least for now, which I'm ashamed to say. And I guess that's going to take us to part 3 of this video where I show you my Harry Potter backlog and show you just how bad it's gotten recently because of that dang Monster Book of Monsters. Curses! This is the backlog behind me, but I'm going to limit this just to the Harry Potter stuff, as I mentioned earlier. And you guys already saw this, obviously going in almost 1,000 pieces. I don't know what I'm going to do, guys. Let's go with the next big one in here. And you've seen these recently. I bought pretty much all of these within the last few months or so. This was 75980 Attacking the Burrow. Again, another opportunity to get a Monster Book of Monsters, which if you guys haven't seen what that is, I've got a few of them here. I should have another one, I feel like, but this one, I think I have 3 of them. This is what it looks like. And it's fun because you can open it up and I don't know. I just think it's a cool looking set. I'm looking forward to building this around Halloween time, and I think this is going to be like my October giveaway. This will be a fun thing to do around Halloween. So we've got 2 of those, up to 4 sets now. I'll show you my personal favorite here of these. You guys know that I love buildable figures and stuff like that. Things that can go on display and look nice and also have motion. This is Hedwig. This is 75979. And I love this. I love this since the time that I saw it, and I was really excited to get this. I think this is one of those ones where I had to spend so much in Harry Potter to get to the thing that I was trying to get, and I was like, okay, Hedwig, you're coming home with me, and she has been sitting in the backlog ever since, and that makes me sad. But nonetheless, it's the truth. Now we've got the 3 other books that you guys saw us get. We've got Transfiguration Class right here, and this is what the back of that looks like. Nice little set. I'm kind of, a little bit of me is regretting getting all these because I kind of feel like I experienced what it is with the Snape one. But this one right here is Herbology Class. And that's what the back of that one looks like. Hopefully you can see that. And then the last one we have here is Charms Class. And when we did this on the Patreon group build, there was a good mix there. A lot of people chose the Snape one like me. I feel like there was at least a few people that did this one, and I think there was a few that did the Herbology Class. I don't know if anyone did the Transfiguration Class. I'm not sure. I can't remember back. There was a bunch of people there building, and it was fun seeing it all come together. But yeah, that is that it? Is that all the Harry Potter? If you guys see any Harry Potter back there, that should be included. I don't think there is, but I do have a lot of other stuff, and I did an update for our patrons on the backlog. It's not terrible. It's been worse. I mean, there's some big boys in here, especially when you get down here, and then, oh God, that's sitting here right now. And this, oh my goodness, I need to build. We're at an interesting crossroads on this channel right now because Clark's schooling, the remote learning kindergarten that I spend so much of my time working with him on and filming our days and stuff, that's about to come to an end. Clark is about to go to school in the 4th quarter as a normal student, if you want to call it that. And it's going to free my days up exponentially to do Lego stuff, which I'm really looking forward to. My immediate concern becomes cleaning up this place, which I'm going to pan around and embarrass myself. You guys can see the mess back here. Maybe some of you guys' rooms are like, Greg, that's not too bad, but it's, there's stuff everywhere. I've got to put these drawers bins into my storage room, which is another mess within itself. And I just have a lot of work to do. So I'm going basically full time on being a Lego organizer for at least a little while. And then once that's done, it's basically just going to be building season. And I plan to do a lot of stuff where I'm just like building and hanging out on streams and getting a lot of stuff done. Doing reviews, as much as I terrible at that, at least that gives me like motivation to get stuff done. And I like to just give my opinion on things. I'm really terrible, as you saw there in the beginning of this video, at actually reviewing stuff, but I can at least tell you whether I like it and maybe whether you should buy it or not, or if it's worth it. I can do that. I don't know. It's a very humbling experience being a YouTuber, guys. Being a Lego YouTuber especially. I've always felt like I'm like an outsider. I feel like an imposter. I'm not like the hardcore Lego nerd that many of these people are. I took 20 years off of Lego in my life and came back now and for just a few years and getting back into it heavily. And I enjoy it thoroughly. It's just I just wish I could get better at like some of the things that I want to get good at, but I've got lots of time on my hands coming up here, and hopefully you see that happen. So on that, guys, I hope you have a glorious rest of your day. Thank you so much for coming along with me here today, checking out my backlog, checking out my haul, checking out my review. It's like, what more could you want in a video? Maybe a yard sale. We'd go to a yard sale right now and find something epic. That'd be awesome. That's coming up too. Yard sale season's about to hit, and I'm ready, baby. So on that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for yet another brickitect video. It's a weird outro. I don't know if I'm going to use that one again.